Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So here I am coming up with a small tutorial on 3D modeling and texturing a game asset in Autodesk Maya. So let's get started. So I have a small asset like a cargo over here, a container. Let's go into the image plane. Let's import a image over here. So let's go into this. Let's open this reference over here. So we'll first model it, we'll unwrap it in our own way. So let's get started. So very first of all, let's take a plane. We can even do this in Max as well. So let's go over here. Let's take a box, drag it up, push it a bit inside, and now I go into the mesh. Let's say insert edge loop. I'll just add some edge loops over here. I'll add edge loop here and here as well. So once this is done, I can add one edge loop over here as well and at the bottom. So this would be much better. So let's select this, all faces, and let's slightly extrude it out. Again, select this, all faces, extrude it out slightly over here as well. So that can be done. Now similarly, select this whole thing and slightly drag it out. Select this all. So select this whole thing, slightly drag it out. Alright. So once this is done, we can do it in our way. That's totally okay. So let's just put some loops over here as required. So we can add some loops. Alright. So once this is done, we can just select this all one by one, and shift and just drag it a bit out. Select this, shift and drag a bit out in this way. So there are multiple ways you can do that stuff. So we'll just create in our own way over here. So again I'll go into this, insert edge loop, so select the polygons, slightly scale this, slightly we can scale this, we'll just keep it as it is from the top, we won't do any kind of changes. I'll again take a cylinder, just create a basic cylinder over here, just drag it up, so select this radius, alright, so select the faces, push it down, just drag it, alright. So we can unwrap this stuff over here, let's do it. So very important is like you can go over here, first of all there are multiple things, let's go into UV, go into planar, and let's take a planar map. First of all select this whole thing, go into UV, go into UV editor, let's just go into UV, go into planar, x-axis, let's just cut that out, again select this, again UV, planar, again just cut that out, select this, let's go into this, also we need to extract it, so if we extract this that would be much better, so we can just cut this out, so it's important that you cut this part out separately, because if you try to do it over here directly it won't cut it, so I can just cut over here, and if you try to open this it won't open it correctly, as you can see. So you need to cut out multiple elements, so as I told you, you can just cut this out. So hope you are clear with the basics of UV unwrapping. So once you are done, you can just cut that part out. Now you can just separate it, the stuff. Similarly, over here as well, so cut this part out. So again go over here and say cut, again just drag this out, and you can try to unfold it. As you can see now, you can try to unfold it. Okay, I'm sorry, that's I guess a different part. See this, how we have unfolded this. Still we can do this. Go into modify and you can try with straighten UVs. No, we won't use the straighten UVs over here. If you still want, so this is unfolded, that's correct. Over here, if you want, you can just assign this and see, yeah, it's correctly unfolded. I can again go over here. So this is what the part is left out. So let's go into UV, say planner. Modify, you can just flip it. Modify, flip it. Again select this, say UV planner. So we have unfolded this stuff over here. If you want, you can still make it perfect over here. So as you can see now, okay, this is this part. So select this, go into tools, smooth, unfold. Okay, it's not unfolding. So if you want, you can just separate this, not a problem. So you can just go over here, let's just cut it, push this out, modify, unfold it, select this, cut it, so just select this, so just cut it, select this, push this out, modify and unfold it. You can try to make it straight, not a problem. So again go over here, select this, let's say cut again, push this out, modify, unfold it, modify, unfold it. Oops. So I can just sieve it. I'll just sieve this because so keep on sieving this. Alright. Alright. Now this is perfect over here. So unfold it again. So keep over here like this or all different faces. So select the whole thing, go into modify and say layout. We can just do the layouting stuff. as needed over here. Now you can see now it's correctly unfold. So select this, I'll select the top face, go into UV, planner, y-axis, project. Oops. And select this, planner, project it. I'll just off this, just drag it, modify, flip, drag this over here, select this, let's say cut, again go over here and say unfold it. So don't need to cut it now, you can just say unfold it. It's going to unfold that. So select this and say layout. So let's again go over here. I'll just keep it one over here at the center, that's it. Alright. So now select this both, go into UV, go into UV editor, go into modify and say layout. So go into UV editor, say UV shell, alright. If you want, you can just group this, or we can just assign new material, say a Lambert over here, and for this also a Lambert over here. Alright. So select both the elements. Let's go into file, export selection. I'll just export it in OBJ or FBX. So export it. Let's go into this. Export it. So let's open Substance Painter. Now what I'll do over here is like, first let's open that. So as you can see now, so let's go into file, take a new file, select and let's go into this container FBX, auto unwrap, I'll off it. Let's click OK. Okay. So we have got this over here. So very important is like, let's first of all let's go into the texture set. We have two layers. Go into the texture set and say bake mesh maps. Let's click over here. I'll go over here and I'll just click 4096 and bake maps. Okay, I'll also make the height map. So what I'll do is I'll just bake it. First, let's bake this. So as you can see, we are baking the normal maps, the base color maps. It's going to take a bit of time. All right. So baking 4096. So that's the reason it's taking time. So once it is done, we can start further. So it's almost done. So till then, if you want, if you have some other references, let's again go into this. I can just open this reference over here. Okay, it's done. So let's click OK. So as you can see, we have baked this all maps over here. So let's go over here, go into the smart material. Let's go down. We have some metal, plastic, we have different materials. I can utilize that if needed. So let's go into this. We have some steel paint, scrap dirty as well. I can just write metal over here. So we get multiple properties for a metal. We do have the steel paint material. Let's take this. So this looks much better. So I'll first okay, we can use this if needed, some text and all this stuff. So I'll just drag the steel paint on top of it. So we can make this as 1K for now at least, and I'll go into this layer. Let's select this, and instead of this I can just take some other base color. You can go with some other base color as well. Okay, I think this looks much better. I'll again go into this. We have this edges over here. Let's click on this edges. Go into this. Go into the edges. Let's go into the grunge metal, and I can slightly reduce it, edge wear over here. That is okay. Again I'll go on top of it. Let's say let's give rust over here. If needed we can just add a bit of rust. So if you want we can just click over here and add a bit of a rusty metal on top of it. So let's go into this. Let's add a black mask. So after you add a rusty metal again, if you need this I can go over here. I can, or else I do have this rust fine or rust coarse. I think we'll add this instead of this. So let's add a rust fine over here on top of it, and let's add a black mask. I'll just add a generator, and into the generator I'll just add this a metal edge wear if needed. So I can go into this. You can just reduce this metal edge level according to your needs. Also you can just click on this over here. You can change the color if needed. So select this, go into the height map as well. Alright. Now again I'll take one more fill layer, or else I'll again go into this and let's add something like a old metal or a steel. So again add a rusty dark over here, add a black mask, and into the black mask I'll again go over here and I can add this cavity rust. right on top of it if needed. So this doesn't look much good over here. I'll just delete this. So now I can add this as well, a scratched, steel scratched. So this would look better. Okay, this looks better. Add a black mask. Again, go into this. And we can add this gun edges if needed. Okay, yeah, this looks a bit better. So we have this one, with that the rust and the base over here as well. So again, I'll go into this. Let's add a panorama. All right. So you can see this, you can get this over here. Again, I'll go into this. Dirt, go down, steel base, click over here, rust. Okay, I'll just go into this dirt over here, select this, roughness, slightly you can add a roughness, metallic. All right. Let's try to make it as 4096 and see how it looks like over here once. So it's going to take time. You can see the details. Mostly I've added it on the edges. If you want to paint somewhere else as well, that can be done. It's definitely going to take more time. Make it as 1024 only. So you need a good configuration if you are going with 4096. With a 4K texture. So I will just switch to 1K back. it's although going to take a very long time. Alright, we'll just keep it as it is. First let me save the file. So I'll just save the file once. I'll again go over here. If you want, we can just put some numberings over here. So we do have some numberings. I'll just open it over here so we can just see that what exactly is that, the details over here. I'll just open this. So till then let it open. I can again go over here. Let's go down. Select this layer 3, and for that what I'll do is I'll just add one material. Select this. I'll just add this on top of it. Okay, I'll just make it as 1024 over here. Okay, we'll just zoom it. OULU. We can write these numbers over here if needed. So again go over here. So what I'll do is I'll go to this layer 2, select the layer 2, go into the layer of this. Let's go to the top and let's take a empty fill layer on top of it. Let's add a black mask and go into the alpha. Let's go over here and let's take a text over here. So we can just take a text, go into the text. So that's written as OULU. So I can just increase the brush size, and instead of this I can just take something else. Doesn't look good. I'll just change the alpha again. Go into the alpha. Okay, I think this looks better. So go down. Let's say O over here. U. L. Again U. So you can write this down according to your needs. 4150060. So I can just oops, I'm sorry. So click over here, four one five all right. So in this way you can put this. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So thanks for watching this tutorial.